I showed you a bit in class, but I wanted to go through the symbol sprayer a little more thoroughly in this little video. So here's the question of what is a symbol. You can see I've made some. So a symbol is something that's been stored by dragging and dropping into the symbols palette. Click OK as soon as you drag it in, and now as soon as you have something in there, you can drag it out of there as many times as you like. So it's a storehouse for recording things that you might reuse throughout an image. That's the manual way to use them, but I want to show you next the way to kind of automate the deployment of them. The thing about a symbol is that once you've used it, when you double click on it, it tells you you're about to edit the symbol definition. Any edits to the symbol will be applied to all its instances. So now I'm in symbol editing mode. You see the isolation mode up in the upper left there. It says I'm in the symbol editing mode now, and I alter it, and I click out of there. The symbol itself has been edited. So having placed a lot of them, double click on that symbol in the symbols palette, alter them. As soon as you're ready to change some aspect, click out of there, and suddenly they've all changed. And that's the beauty of this kind of dynamic symbol. That's what the plus sign references. That we talked about briefly in our class meeting. The symbol sprayer set is 8 different items. The topmost is always the symbol sprayer. If you don't see that over there, go to the ellipse down the bottom of the toolbar, and you're going to see a number of bright ones that you can drag into the toolbar. Make sure you just drop them on top of each other, and you'll end up with a nice set to get more easy to access. So close that, and all these items here I've added to the symbol palette by just dragging and dropping to them. I just want you to create at least one for this demo. Like I've got an item here that's a multiple object graphic, going to drop all 3 of them all at once into the symbols palette. Whether you drag 1 item, 2 items, 10 items at a time, it's going to create a single symbol. Click OK. And so now, of course, I could sit and drag out any of these items. It's one way to work. But I wanted to show you the symbol sprayer tool and how that can create kind of an automated spray of symbols. So first pick a symbol. I'll pick that arrow and change the size of your brush with the brackets, left and right hardcore brackets. The symbol sprayer adds multiple instances of the same symbol unless you hold Option, in which case it sucks them up. Notice there's a bounding box around the set. So here I'm going to add more, and you'll see no matter how many I add at this point, it's going to create a single object. That's called a symbol set. If I double click on it, you can see in isolation mode here, I've entered into the symbol set, but still in the symbol set, I can't change each item individually, even if I grab the direct selection tool. If I really, really wanted to, I could expand and create independently editable individuals and then reselect them to create a set, but it ends up creating more complexity than we need now. So just know that we can continue adding to that set as long as it's selected, and subtracting from that set by holding Option. So the other tools I'll quickly go through. The shifter allows you to push them around. Notice the size of the brush controls the range of how many get moved, pushing a field of them around with varying levels of force. So that's the shifter. The scruncher brings them closer together. I'll make a much bigger brush to have a bigger gravitational effect, and they kind of come toward the center. Option with that pushes them apart. Next one is the sizer. Guess that it makes it larger, makes them larger unless I hold Option, in which case they get smaller. Spinner changes their direction. Look at that. So I'm just kind of pushing, and because I did intentionally aim them upward, that's the direction that's going to be most intuitive as you try to spin them. Next one, stainer. Now that lets you pick a target color. I click and it will go toward whatever the fill color is. So I'm going to choose a dark fill color here, and as I stain, look, they go toward that purple. If I hold Option, they go away from that, back to their normal symbol-driven color. So I'll choose some other color, black. Symbol stainer, I'll make these blacker. Symbol screener, that makes them more transparent as you click, or less transparent as you hold Option and click. Last one. The styler allows you to pick any of these graphic styles that you might have chosen. We haven't explored them in class, but that can take on lots of different effects, like some kind of certain kind of stroke. So for instance, this will push them all toward that particular stroke. You might add blur or shadow or a different kind of color or different kind of visual style. Let's try this. So it's purple and three-dimensional. So I'm gonna grab the symbol styler. So it says I need to select the set. So here I go. I'll undo that last weird style thing I did, pushing them toward this particular kind of strokey style. So now I'm back into the symbol styler, and this time I've chosen kind of a purple three-dimensionalization with a shadow. More and more that effect is applied more and more to that particular area, or less if I hold out an option. That's the symbol sprayer. Make some patterns. Explore. Save those as AI files and place them in your InDesign project for some credit. Hopefully you can use something like that to spice up some of your projects.